O soul, are you weary and troubled? No light in the darkness you see. There's light for a look at the Savior, and life more abundant and free. Turn your eyes upon Jesus, look full in his wonderful face, and the things of earth will grow strangely dim in the light of his glory.
nations that had kings over them. Many churches as well have done a similar thing. They want to be like the world in the way they dress, and their music, the entertainment, and sports, and other things. And so um, they do a similar thing. Number two, we see that God warned them that they would become servants to the king in 1 Samuel 8, 9 to 18. And this is fulfilled in 1 Kings 9:22. It says, "But of the children of Israel did Solomon make no bondmen, but they were men of war, and his servants, and his princes, and his captains, and rulers of his chariots, and his horsemen." And then in 12:1 it says, "Thy father made our yoke grievous. Now therefore make thou the grievous service of thy father, and his heavy yoke, which he put upon us, lighter, and we will serve thee." So, yeah, and that's, and people, that's the people. A lot of churches, they do the same thing. They change because things don't match. People want the world, and things don't match. And it's uncomfortable to live different than the world. It's uncomfortable to be different from the world. Um, and so um, they do a similar thing, and they'll change a church, or a pastor will change the church to please the people rather than following the old paths that were set before them. Instead, they changed the ancient landmark. So even though they were warned of the consequences, the people insisted that they wanted a king to rule over them. And we see this in 1 Samuel 8:10 to 19. And before this, Israel was a theocracy, and the Israelites had personal freedom under God. But now they demanded a king, even though it meant they were going to lose their personal liberty. And and this is why controlling cults and abusive pastors are often very successful. There doesn't seem to be a lack of people who will submit to them. Of course, oppression is also a divine judgment on man's rebellion against his rule. And true freedom's only found in God's will. But when men don't submit to God, they become slaves. Letter B. Saul was chosen as a lesson for the people. He was impressive in appearance, and he was a skilled fighter, but he had weak character. So the fill in there is the lesson. And let's open our Bibles to 1 Samuel 9 verse 2, and we'll read there. So 1 Samuel 9. First Samuel 9:2, it says, and he had a son whose name was Saul, a choice young man, and a good and a goodly. And there was not among the children of Israel a goodlier person than he. From his shoulders and upward, he was higher than any of the people. So Saul was large. He was impressive. He was a skilled fighter, but he had weak character. And men usually choose leaders based on their appearance and their talent, not on their character. Letter C. Saul was disobedient and was rejected by God. So the fill in there is rejected. So do we not have milk? It's in the bag. So it's okay. Oh, Keenan, can you shut that down? Just put the credits.